It is a headline that many of you reached out to us about, asking to look into what happened that led to the shooting of 2 dogs in Benton County.
Now, the dogs were shot and killed by deputies with the Benton County Sheriff's Office. We do want to warn you, the body camera footage that you will see tonight shows that happen.
Yeah, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma spoke with the owner of the dogs, and she says they were anything but dangerous.
On March 2nd, the Benton County Sheriff's Office says it received a phone call that there was a dangerous dog in a residential area. Deputies responded to the area the caller described, and their body-worn camera were whirling. You can see the deputies here walking behind some homes when suddenly, in the distance, a dog can be seen running towards them. The deputies aim and shot the dog before it can get too close. One of those deputies laughing after it was done.
I mean, I've always respected the police and, but this is like a big, huge slap in the face. It really is.
Michelle Swanson is the owner of the 3 Rottweilers, Tank, Diesel, and Macy. She says she was at work when a person staying at her home accidentally left the front door open. She says she could see through her Ring camera her dogs got out. When she could get away from work, she says she went on a hunt to find her pets. In the meantime, one of Shawson's neighbor had already called the sheriff's office because he said the dogs were at his fence barking at his dogs, and he was afraid to get out of his car. The Benton County Sheriff's Office said they called animal control, but no one from the agency showed up. Lieutenant Jason Erickson with BCSO says the deputies were left with no other choice but be prepared to take aggressive action.
We don't carry tranquilizers. We are not dog catchers. And that is why Benton County created the animal control. We have designated them as animal control officers. They are trained. They have cars that are equipped to handle these dogs. They have poles. They have different things at their disposal, and that is why we call them to come out to the scene. That is their job. Again, I don't know why they did not come out. They used to come out 24 hours a day when we would call, but over the last several years, they have not been coming out.
Macy and Diesel died. Tank was not hurt and ran home to Swanson.
I found out on Facebook Messenger from Animal Control like a day later, 2 days later.
Swanson says she is at loss of words at how the deputies handled the situation.
They never tried anything remotely less lethal, humane, anything. It was just they got out their AKs in a residential neighborhood and proceeded to shoot, which poses more of a danger than my dogs ever did.
One thing to point out is a neighbor was heard on one of the deputies' body-worn cameras saying this.
And they went that way.
Well, it don't look crazy aggressive, though. You know?
Okay.
I mean, they're running around and just playing.
We are talking about aggressive dogs who endanger human life. And so we prioritize human life over a dog. And we will do that every day. In this instance, we didn't want to have to take the life of these dogs. However, animal control was not available.
Swanson says animal control neglected their duties, and had they done their job, Macy and Diesel would still be alive.
We have animal control. I mean, it's a taxpayer-funded system. Why do they get to decide they're not going to show up because their kennel's full? I mean, if my dogs were truly dangerous, that's hours that they would have spent on the street. And, no one got hurt. There was no dog fights, nothing. The dogs didn't do anything.
I did talk to animal control, but they declined to do an interview. There is one more thing to add. As Swanson still grieves over the loss of her 2 family pets, she may be facing a 3rd law. She received a court summons labeling Tank as a potential dangerous dog. Swanson says she is working with a lawyer to try and fight the case.